goodness.
Boy. Take
All
two.
right.
Take two.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Allie and Odds. This is podcast number 4.5. What you don't know is we just recorded... Oh, sorry.
You're yelling.
I know.
So loud.
I do that in meetings, too.
Wow.
Hey, guys. It's Allie and Odds. We're on episode 4.5 because we just recorded one, and it was a boring.
Well, it's kind of a dud.
You may be wondering why I have my hood on. The reason I have my hood on is because
Praise be.
Yes, I'm
of John.
channeling my
You're of John.
my inner handmaid's tale. Because what happens when you have really thick hair and you've been sweating and it goes crazy on your headphones, it like flips out. But I put my hood on to show my hair who's boss.
You sure did.
We will see how it goes, and I will take my hood off in a hot second.
By the way,
yeah,
Handmaid's Tale, great series.
You know what's really funny? I didn't really finish that series. She kind of went up. I was so invested. Even my dog dressed up as a Handmaid's Tale one year for Halloween. I should see if I can find that. I'll put it on our Instagram. Oh, I don't know why I keep throwing this around, but your old work friend, Nicole.
Nicole.
I can't say her name.
I don't know. Sure.
Nicole. Gave me this because her lips looked amazing. So I'll put this down.
It's like $2. $2, she said.
So inexpensive.
I don't know. Oh, well, that was kind of like the Aldi makeup shout out.
Oh, I put it on.
Me too. Smoky.
Yeah. No, so I loved the first couple seasons of Handmaid's Tale. Episodes.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, she kind of went off the rails, and I wasn't quite ready for it. And I kind of
I love it. I love every second of it. So, it's real dark, but I love it.
How it ended. But anyways,
well, it's not done. I think there's another season coming.
Is?
Not like I think that it's not currently released.
Okay, well, I will pay attention, and I will get caught up when the time is right.
We'll have to do another episode on shows and movies, and
I think we can talk about some of that today because I've been watching some good stuff.
Yep.
All right, so you talk amongst yourselves. Do you want to tell them our Instagram? And I'm going to take my hood off.
Please like, follow, and share at Allie Odds Podcast on Instagram and Allie and Odds on YouTube.
See, now it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to show your hair who's boss. Do you want to know who knows all about this hair texture? My daughter, Mo.
No, not me.
You don't have thick hair?
Look at...
Yeah, yours doesn't puff out.
No.
What if yours was puffy? You'd have to put your hood on.
This is like day 2 or 3, though.
Oh.
And I don't often wear it straight, and you can kind of see my regrowth.
I think
we call it in the industry.
People don't know that was your former job.
Yeah.
How long did you do that? Tell the people what we're talking about. Who are you?
I did hair for...
You did hair. Like you cut hair.
Well, I still cut hair for some people.
That you like.
Correct.
If you're not on her list, she doesn't like you.
Nope. Yeah, I worked, let's see, I went back to cosmetology school, I suppose. Oh, sorry. Did you hear that?
What was that, your stomach?
Oh. The table. I went back to cosmetology school when my oldest daughter was 1.
Oh, yeah. Smart.
And then I did hair in a salon until Paige was born. Ooh. Paige was born. And let's see. So I did it from home for a long time till she was in kindergarten.
And you still do it sometimes?
Sometimes.
Should we tell the state that we live in that you may or may not be doing it illegally?
No. And illegally is not 5 people. My neighbor, I cut my neighbor's hair.
Yeah, well, my hair, if I'm
I cut Keith's hair if he needs it.
Yeah, Keith, my husband, your brother.
My kids, when they ask. I don't love it. It's not my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
I do it for the cash. Straight cash, homie. Yeah.
Nice. I like it. Well, that's why your hair is always so cute because I always feel like people that cut hair or do hair, like makeup or whatever, are very creative with their own look. And I always think you always look 100% put together and you're willing to try new things with your hair. So kudos to you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I also think there is a stereotype or that people who do hair judge everyone's hair.
Well, you did judge mine.
No. Like, I think people just assume that you're just out and about and constantly paying attention to what everyone else's hair looks like. You don't care.
You got shit to do.
You're worried about your own hair.
Yeah. If you see somebody's hair that's super cute, though, you'll be like, oh.
Yes, I love it. I love a good short haircut, which I've had a lot. But I recently just went to the store where I had to show my ID. And previous to that, I had said to my husband, gosh, I've seen a lot of cute haircuts that I had when it was shorter. Mm-hmm. And then I showed my ID, which is another funny story, but I had my eyebrows microbladed.
When you got your license taken?
And then forgot about it. Oh, and then I had to go and I look like Groucho Marx. Huge old eyebrows.
Oh my God.
But the person who looked at my ID, the cashier, she was like, oh my God, that's such a cute haircut on you.
So she was talking about your ID, not you in person.
Yes, but that was the haircut. I was like, oh my gosh, I love my hair when it was that length.
Yeah.
It was when we were talking about earlier when we went to Vegas. Mm-hmm. And I had the short hairstyle.
I remember.
Yeah. Anyways.
So funny you bring that up because I'm going to talk about a Christmas gift that we got Keith, my husband, Keith John.
Mm-hmm. John Keith.
Keith John. And Mo and I thought he would be like, kind of iffy with it. But this year I wanted to do something really special for him because I just feel like he is at a stage in his life and his career where I think sometimes he wishes his dad were still around, right? And his dad passed away, unfortunately, 10 to 11 years ago of brain cancer. And so and you've had relatives that have passed away. Sorry, I'm not going to bring the mood down, I promise, but I'm going to get back to the hairstyles. But over time, they're not in your present life, so they're not really in present pictures.
Correct.
Right? And I think with our digital era of you kind of have all your pictures on your phone, I and Mo wanted to do something special for Keith. So I'm like, what about a digital frame? And she's
Great
like,
idea.
Yes, let's do that. So we got him a digital frame. And we were going through pictures after picture after picture and just loading them on this frame. And all the hairstyles I had dark hair, I had red hair, I had burgundy hair, I had Halle Berry short hair way back in the early 90s,
Me
2000s. I had long hair, I had barely there hair. Like, it is crazy how many hairstyles and colors I had.
Yes, I agree.
And
I loved looking at the pictures, and then I was like, I need one of these.
Yes, so that's a really good gift idea for anybody.
Yeah, because people don't have pictures anymore. I will give my mom some props because she is really good about printing out pictures. Like if we go to an event or have people together, she always will come back whenever she sees us later with pictures, the actual print. So that is nice. And my other New Year's resolution that I did not put on my board that we've talked about previously is taking pictures with my kids when I see them. Because I feel like you guys are super good about that.
My family hates it. They're like, I want a picture. But when we do it, see, now you're here.
My dog ear. Yeah. I feel like we do not have a lot of pictures together. Like my Avery, my oldest, she did not have a picture of her and her sister for her birthday or whatever she wanted a picture for to send her. So I think I just need to be better about that.
Yeah, so if you're listening, families out there, and your mom or your parent is like, let's get together for a picture.
Sorry.
This is a serious message, and you're just like,
it's in my way.
Around.
It's in my way.
Just do it. And do it with
take the picture with a happy heart.
Do it with a happy heart.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Just do it.
So that's my PSA for today.
And on that, let's just go from there to here.
Yeah.
Because I forced that photo.
Yes.
The last 2 weeks on a Tuesday, our girls have a friend who goes to school in Boston.
Little B.
And she sent me a sticker on TikTok. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what a sticker is. It means, I think
BB sent me a sticker.
I think she's...
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. And she is so cute.
And her mom are super sweet.
Yeah. So we have met them.
Her mom is from Rome. And I love her accent. She always knows a good wine. Okay,
she's feisty.
And she loves a good bourbon. She's a feisty Italian that loves bourbon.
So we have started... The other ironic piece of this is that we both have known them.
Yeah.
from about the same age of 4th grade,
Liz.
correct? So we played basketball with her. And what did you do?
We did not play any sports.
You just went to elementary school.
Morgan and B were really good friends.
Yeah. So we've known each other all these years for different reasons, kind of followed the same path. Mm-hmm. And then now the girls are older. Bianca's away at school. Sorry.
Hey, little B.
And they brought all of us together.
I know. I love that.
It's real cute.
But you and her mom, Franny.
Yep.
We're going to call her Franny.
Yep.
You guys saw each other at like the grocery store, and Franny's like, hey, we have to get together.
No, at the restaurant. Oh, at the friend's restaurant.
Yes. So we have to get together with the girls before little Bianca goes back.
Yeah.
And we're like,
So the last 2 Tuesdays, we've had a great time drinking and eating. It's been fun. Yeah.
So this last time, we're like, okay, even though Lil B's going back to Boston, which we should totally go there for what we now call our club, instead of a book club, back in the day there used to be these things called magazines where you get them every week. Yeah. We're going to call ourselves the Zine Club.
It's kind of a dumb club name, to be honest.
I like it. Why do you not like it?
It's fine. It's fine. I feel like the young kids don't think it's a cool name.
Well, first of all, most of the one that thought of it, and then I said it, and I didn't hear her say that. So
yeah, well, Franny has a fake book club as well. Shout out to all the fake book clubs out there.
Yeah, Franny loves it. But I am glad that we've reconnected. I think the fact that all of our daughters are older, and it's fun to hear them talk about things. And I think even little B's like, it is so weird to hear us talk about 401ks and like jobs. And we're like, that happens. But you guys have like the best years ahead of you where you're going to have these jobs and these 401ks to be able to travel. But anyway, so shout out to Franny, Lil Bianca.
And it forced us to take some pictures together.
It did. So
So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and now we're going to get together once a month at least.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah. So there you go. That was a fun new development. Bringing like old and new together to a new era.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. All right. I want to hear about this because you just told me this when we were trying to reset after the 4th episode. Now we're on point 5. You were telling me about how pissed you got at the vet the other day.
Yep.
I didn't know this story. Like, what happened?
So, little Mavi. Let's say little big Mavi. He's not tiny. So he has had a few issues in the last year with his skin. Mm-hmm. So he's a boxer. He's our second boxer. Our first boxer had alopecia, correct? Okay. Yeah. And the vet told me today that flank alopecia is very prominent in boxers. Okay. Or I think bully breeds, like bulldogs and things like that. So whatever.
Have you given him oil of oregano?
Yes.
Like a lot?
Yes. Okay. I know you don't like the vet or deal with that, but it's fine.
I left it.
So the vet we were going to, he gets a little winded and he's great. I love him. He's a great person. He saw our last dog. He's
a family vet.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
He's there all day, every day.
Is he 900 years old?
Yes.
Your other dog was older when he
10. Okay. Yes. So he was during COVID. It was hard to get into vets. I'm sure everyone's aware of this. So we couldn't get in. He was having this skin thing, these like scaly things on his skin, and then he started to lose his hair. Mm-hmm. So we brought him into this other vet clinic, which is close. Mm-hmm. And that was almost a year ago. And they were like, he has bacterial skin infection, this, that, the other. They gave him some antibiotics. Bing, bang, boom.
It's a shocker.
And it cleared it up.
Oh.
So I was like, okay.
Drugs, it's shocker.
So fine. Then August came along.
Yep.
Back again. Then they're like, I think he might have allergies. But I was like, okay, well, our old dog had allergies. And he itched and had all these issues, which our current dog does not have. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay. So they wanted to give him this shot. It was very expensive. Just under $200. Because it goes by weight, and he's a big guy. He's 90 pounds.
He's 90 pounds?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God, baby's like 75, so when he humps her, she's like, get off me. That's why she tells him to get off, because he's a heavy beast. But that's okay. He's good looking.
So I was like, okay, let's do that. Fine, whatever. You know, $1 million at the vet. So I was like, okay, they're doing right by us. Mm-hmm. So then he was like, if you want, we can just do this allergy shot cyclical. Mm-hmm. And then in the whatever. So
it's a big word, cyclical.
Yes. Okay. I'm big. I'm kidding.
You're big brain.
Yeah. So just before Christmas, I called and said, I think he needs to have the allergy shot. The scaly little thing is back. Mm-hmm. And his hair is getting whatever.
His reptilian self
is
coming
so
out.
They're like, okay, schedule an appointment. I go and I'm like, he has the spots. Do we need antibiotics? And the vet tech said, if they get worse.
That's a dog. You're doing your
dog. If it gets worse, you can call us and we'll give him the antibiotics. So I was like, perfect, fine. So we just went on our way, went home, did the thing. They kind of got worse. So I called the one day and I was very angry. She's like, well, you have to make an appointment. For $75. For $75, I'm sure. So I was like, okay, well, wait a minute. The person I saw said that we didn't. They would just, and she's like, well, we can't do that without seeing him. And I kind of gave it to her.
Because you're a dog mom. Like, listen. A, you don't want the suffering, and B, what really pissed you off?
I was very angry, and I said, I did a Karen. I didn't say, can I talk to your manager, but yes, I would like this veterinarian doctor to call me back. Yeah, I did.
You mean business?
And then he called me back, and I was in a meeting for work, and I couldn't answer.
This is so important. I will take any call.
And I was just like, whatever, F you. Yes. I'll make the appointment. I went in. Because I'm worried about him, and I don't want to be a neglectful mom.
No.
So I went in, and this dumb bichacho vet,
business.
I gave her the business. And she was like talking in circles and doing this thing. And I'm like, listen, what are you saying? Because every single time we've come here, we've presented in a different manner. You've given me, he has bacteria, he doesn't have bacteria. Let's do the antibiotics. Let's not. He needs an allergy shot. He doesn't. And we've done all these things. Yeah. And now you're telling me he has fucking hypothyroidism. Sorry. Can I say that F word?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's our show. You can say the F word all you want.
He's hypothyroidism. Really? But that'll be $160.
Oh, no.
But I can send you home with some mousse right now. I don't want to give him an antibiotic because if we just keep giving him antibiotics, he could get MRSA. Guess what? I used to work in a hospital. I know that doesn't scare me. You probably have it right now in your nose. Everyone does. Yes.
Okay.
It's fine.
So how did it, first of all.
So I was angry at her. There's a lot of things I've just unpacked.
Okay. But first of all, is Maddie like, Mom?
No, he's just standing there.
Go.
So she tells me, so this is going to come into place later. This is going to be a long episode. I apologize already. So she's like, we got to do the cytology and scrape the scales to kind of make sure there's no bacteria. So I was like, okay. So she came back and she's like, there's no bacteria. It's just skin cells. And I'm like, okay. Duh. And I'm like, so the other 2 times we presented with the same exact thing, you said there was bacteria and you gave them antibiotics. Now you don't want to give them antibiotics.
So they're saying that it's not. Oh, do you think they're being shady as shit?
Yeah, so wait till I tell you what the other doctor that I saw
said. Cedric's?
Yeah. So I was like, whatever. So I'm like, then she's like, well, an allergy testing's $400 and thyroid test is $160 and blah. And I'm like, I'm not doing any of that.
So like, there goes my paycheck for my dog.
No,
which I love.
I'm not doing any of that. I'm not, because I don't even trust you now, because everything you've told me has been different. I've been here 3 times and it's the same
stuff
issue he's had, but you've given me 3 different paths.
Yeah.
And I'm all about taking different routes if that's what it is, but I feel like it's never been with the same intent.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Can I just say this really quick just to break up the story because I think this is amazing.
Did you think it was going to be long?
I didn't think it was going to be this long, but you know what I love?
I still have another vet visit to talk about.
Can we a fast time that vet visit?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. I love how our animals can't talk. So we have to be their biggest advocates, and I almost feel like I'm a bigger advocate for my dog than I ever would be
for your kid.
Mo, because they can talk.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the fact that you feel like some vet is kind of jerking you around. So I'll let you continue your story in a hot second. But that's why I left our last vet.
Yeah.
Because I felt like everything was ka-ching, ka-ching,
Yeah.
ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah.
And everything was medicine and everything was this and everything was this. I'm like, screw this. So I went to the same vet you just went to, and now I'm not going to go back there. I'm going to have to find a new one.
Just have to let it go.
I know you do. Okay,
because I told Kevin, I'm like, I just have to let it go because all that money has already been spent, but I'm so angry. So anyways, so I'm like, I'm not doing that. So she sent me home with some mousse to put on his scaly things to create a barrier. That's what she said. And I was just like, what are
coconut oil be a barrier?
I said to her, could you just tell me, what are you saying?
Right.
I felt like she was talking in circles.
Right.
Actual circles. So anyways, that was that. We went home, whatever. And then I was like, I'm going to call the other vet we went to before and get a second opinion. So I called, talked to the person who answered the phone, and she's like, I'll just have the doctor call you. And you guys...
Hendricks.
Yes.
I know,
Jimi Hendrix. Yes. And so then I was like, okay, so this doctor previously, we've seen him, side note, they will always say to you, how late can he call you? Because he will call you at like 10 at night, 10:30 at night, whatever it is. Whenever he's done doing what he does, he calls you.
He's been in this forever.
Good.
He does it for the love of his heart, not the money in his pocket.
Yeah.
Because he already has the money in his pocket because he's been doing it a long time.
And so he called me last night and we had a long conversation. He's like, I would just feel better if I saw him. I'll just charge you for a minor visit. And then what I really called to ask the vet tech was how much they charge for the thyroid panel, because it was every time I went to the other one, it was 160, 160, 160, 160. And she's like, it was actually $180. So I was like, okay, well, so I felt like that was, but she's like, there's different variations. So I was like, okay. So he's like, can you come in tomorrow at 10? And I just want to see him. And then we'll go from there. So he had his charts, and he's like, last time I saw him, he had presented with the same things. He doesn't itch. It's not allergies. Meanwhile, that other vet wanted to charge me $400 to have allergy testing.
Sorry if you're a vet.
Yeah.
Help us understand.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
And so, good call out. Yeah, because I don't think all vets are whatever.
Think so.
And whatever. So anyways, he's like, I think what he has, if it is just what it is now, it's fine. Dogs get alopecia for all sorts of reasons. So if he's balding or has issues from that, it's fine.
Yeah.
So he did do a thyroid panel because he is kind of chunky. And he said if this thyroid panel comes back negative, he needs to go on a weight loss program.
So he can do what you've been... Okay. I'm glad he's going to probably be okay.
Oh, he's going to be fine. Yeah. But I was annoyed at the basics of, he's like, I would have never done an allergy test or given him an allergy shot because none of that would have ever been a part. He doesn't itch, which is a huge piece of allergies.
Yeah, I get it.
So I was just frustrated at all the money I've spent so far in the last, year.
For a vet that you feel like is just taking advantage of you in the situation and your emotion.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to say, if Mavi has to go on like a weight loss diet, is he going to do the exercises you do to get a snatched waist?
No,
time?
It's just a prescription dog food. Oh. I'm sure he'll be starving to death.
I thought maybe you guys were going to be doing the exercises
and
here's together.
He snores and sleeps while I do. I feel like I just spit. Sorry. His diet has actually been changed, and we've been walking and doing whatever. So I'm not really 100% not convinced he doesn't have some thyroid issue.
Yeah, I agree. I think I have a thyroid issue, so I can't
Ditto.
But everything comes back positive and not positive, negative.
And then I said to her, I'm sure she thought it was a mental case, the vet at the old place. I have just been through a ton of allergy testing and whatever, and I have not come to any resolution.
This is about... Maybe that's what you were super pissed about. You were taking it out on the vet.
I was.
Because you're like, listen, bichacho, my doctor can't figure out what's wrong. You can't figure out what's wrong with my dog, so I'm going to take it out on you.
She was just creating issues. Yeah. I do not like her.
Okay. Well, we're not going back.
Nope.
All right. Well, that was a long story, so thanks for sticking with us.
God, 24 minutes. I apologize.
I know.
You asked for it.
Well, I did, but I honestly, next time I'm going to say, so how long is your vet story? Can you get it down to 5 minutes?
No.
But here's the thing. in order for people to like understand who this beautiful beast of a dog is, can you do like a video montage on Instagram of Mabby so people can kind of see his journey? So you can show him as a puppy,
little Eeyore.
Yeah, and then you can show him
He's
as
always
like a
sad,
little boy, like a little toddler dog. Then you can show him as a big macho.
They said on his paperwork today he's 5 years and 9 months.
Oh, I think my dog's 7. She's starting to look like a little grandma. She's
a little granny. Yeah.
All right. Well,
what did we miss?
I think we should kind of start wrapping up with your obsession that you shared with me before
Neil the seal. Neil the seal. A 1,300-pound elephant seal in Australia is wreaking havoc.
So you can follow Neil on Neil the seal on
TikTok. I'm sure he has all sorts of pages.
So tell me about this seal, because
he attacks
this is hilarious.
Like cones, like street cones, traffic cones. Good.
So first of all, just wait. How does he do it? Because he doesn't have arms, so he's like,
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, and he just like you'll wake up and he's sleeping on the side of your house, like the drunk guy from town.
So Neil the seal.
And people are like, "Hey, Neil, you gotta get out of here."
Would you ever go up to a 13-pound?
100.
Okay.
100. Yes, a 13-pound I would.
Would you ever go up to a 1,300-pound any wild beast? Cow, horse.
Well, I mean, I guess I'd have to sense the presence.
Do seals have teeth?
Yeah.
Does Neil have teeth?
I don't know. I would have to look. I'm guessing he does. Well, what makes a seal an elephant seal? Because he doesn't have a trunk, does he?
You didn't ask that, did you?
No, but why is he called an elephant seal, though? Because he's gray? Well, you're acting like that was a dumb question.
I don't know. But I thought you were thinking like an elephant and a seal mated. No. Why is he called an elephant seal? Because he doesn't have a trunk. He didn't get that gene from his mom.
No, but you know what you get from your mom? Your teeth genetics.
Oh, that's another story. That's a long dentist story for next time.
I can be long-winded
we
sometimes.
can only have one medical miracle story.
Look at this, Pachacho.
Oh.
Looks like he has a wiener on his face.
That's called an elephant seal. They should call it a penis nose seal. That's bad.
Hang on a second. I gotta look this up. Elephant seals or seal elephants are very large, ocean-going, earless seals in the genus Marijuana. Both species, the northern elephant seal and the southern
elephant seal.
Were hunted to the brink of extinction for oil by the end of the 19th century by the numbers that have.
For their oil?
Yes, they're lard.
Okay, I did tell you something.
They are the largest extant carnivores.
They're
carnivores.
Yeah.
Weighing up to 11,000 pounds.
Okay, well then, Neil the seal is...
Look at, despite their name, elephant seals are not closely related to elephants. And the large proboscis or trunk that males have was convergently evolved.
First of all, Peeps page, please do not send letters to our office about how embarrassed you are that your mom doesn't know about elephant seals. We will get better.
No, I won't.
So you know how they just said like they're sold for their lard? Funny story. So so look up Neil the seal. He's kind of funny.
It's Neill.
Thanks, Neil. With 2 L. It's 2 L.
What are you doing?
I don't know. So Mo started her.
Let's keep this short.
Last semester. Fuck off! I just spent 20 minutes listening about
that you can't get back. You asked.
They're just gonna fast forward through that shit till the end, unless you really care about Mabby. That's why you have to do the montage on Instagram. I care about Mabby because he's a sweetheart. So Mo started her first season, her spring semester this week, right? And she's talking about how there are days where she has some struggles, like to get food in, right?
Betty White.
I know she needs food because sometimes she
needs a Snickers bar.
I get hangry. She gets hangry. We saw her on Tuesday. She's like, I'm so hungry. I just need something. We saw her Tuesday at the Zine Club.
Yeah.
And so today I was talking. I'm like, hey, what about protein shakes? She's like, yeah, I can't have those in like the chemistry lab because she's majored in chemistry, so they can't really have food.
She's smart.
And I know she's super smart. What about like a protein bar? She's like, yeah, but that can only go so far. So then my final thing's like, well, I've seen some videos on TikTok where people eat half a stick of butter. How about you eat some butter? She's like, never.
Ew.
Can you imagine eating a stick of butter?
Do you remember that old YMCA commercial where the lady was sitting on the couch and she would eat butter?
No.
Yeah, it was a commercial from the YMCA.
Okay, can I wrap with the story? Because we're at 30 minutes. Because I think 45 of them.
Sorry, the vet.
We're about the vet. So,
you asked for it.
I know, I did. I had a roommate in college. Her name shall remain nameless. She would sit on our couch. Do you know what country crock margarine is?
Correct. In the tub, in a brown tub.
It comes in a big brown tub. It's got to be 150 ounces. I don't know what it is.
A million.
A big tub of country crock. And she'd have a loaf of bread next to her.
And she just dip it in there?
No. She would take her knife, butter the bread from the country crock, and just shove pieces of bread and butter.
Was she a little person?
There's a reason we went on Weight Watchers together in college.
Oh, she wasn't little.
So I was not a small person either, but she really needed some.
She loved the carbs.
She did. She loved the bread and butter.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
I need the bread and butter.
All right. Well, we better get to our after hours because that's going to be fun. I have some questions for you. We're going to talk about the latest craze of
Saltburn.
Salt lick, saltburn.
Not burn.
Burn. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Allie and Odds. Adios.
And be brave.
Oh, yeah. Be brave. Try something new. Except don't talk about the vet for 45 hours.
And don't do drugs.
And don't do drugs. Unless they're good. Bye.
Yeah.